What's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I've got an exciting product review that I want to share with you. Today we're going to take a deep dive into GeoDnet mining and then take you through my setup, installation, and initial use of the hardware required to do this mining. And then we'll briefly talk about HeliumDeploy's upcoming limited drop of these specialized miners. Now whether you're a seasoned crypto miner or you're new to the space and just curious about how to get started, this review will hopefully cover everything you need to know to get started. Okay, so first things first, HeliumDeploy did send me this GeoDnet hardware that we'll be reviewing in this video. So thanks HeliumDeploy for sponsoring this video. Now, when it comes to hardware, the equipment used to connect, support, and mine rewards for GeoDnet are pretty much standard and the same regardless of where you get the equipment from. Now GeoDnet is a decentralized network that leverages geospatial data to create a global, trustless, and secure platform for location-based services. Now this decentralized network pretty much helps to establish a global navigation satellite system like GPS, and correction services that substantially helps improve the accuracy of location data overall. Now, like most decentralized networks, GeoDnet mining involves using specialized hardware to validate and secure transactions on this network. It's very much like traditional cryptocurrency mining, but focused instead on geospatial data. Miners are rewarded with GeoDnet tokens called geod for their contributions, which can be earned by providing accurate location data and maintaining network integrity. Now these tokens can be traded or used within the ecosystem itself or across other cryptocurrencies, and it can even be exchanged for cash. Now after watching this video, if you are interested in purchasing GeoDnet hardware for yourself, I would highly recommend purchasing your equipment through HeliumDeploy. Now for a limited time, they are doing a drop of this hardware and supplies are limited. Now, what's nice about HeliumDeploy and what sets them apart from other hardware distributors is the service that they provide. Not only do they offer competitive prices, but they also walk you through the entire life cycle of selecting and purchasing the right equipment for you, all the way through setup and support throughout the life of your hardware. With HeliumDeploy, you can rest comfortably knowing that you're getting the right hardware that will provide you the best return. Now, when purchasing your equipment, the support journey starts with their estimator and assessment tool, which helps you tailor and select the right project and equipment for your location. This starts by answering a few questions about your location, which allows the tool to validate your earning potential and the existing coverage in your area to determine what hardware you should buy. It also gives you a prediction of what your earnings per day might look like, so you know what you're getting into. Now on the flip side, the tool will also tell you if certain hardware is not suitable for your location. And if the potential is not there for the specific hardware that HeliumDeploy carries, the tool will not recommend it. This ensures that they aren't selling you equipment that you won't be able to use. In addition to this, HeliumDeploy also does offer premium support across the lifetime of your hardware to minimize any downtime, and they also leverage AI-powered solutions and a vast amount of data that they've collected over time to help you quickly recover from any outages as soon as possible. HeliumDeploy also has a huge community of experienced individuals and experts that you have access to as a customer to help you answer any question that you might have. Now, as a hardware provider, they aren't just about selling you a piece of equipment, and they're more interested in the service they can provide in order to help you be successful and at the same time grow the networks that they service. That means providing you that end-to-end support even if your area does not support the hardware that they've got to offer. Now if you're new to mining, or even if you're a hardcore experienced enthusiast in the crypto space, I highly recommend that you get your hardware from HeliumDeploy. And to help you get started, you can use my link and code in the description section below to get a $25 discount and free shipping on your order. Now, going back to the GeoDnet hardware itself, in the box you'll find a quick start manual. However, I do recommend that you go to HeliumDeploy's site where you can find a detailed guide that will walk you through the installation and setup of this mining equipment. You'll also find a USB-C cable to plug in and power the device. And then you'll also find your triple band GNSS base station, which you connect everything to and which acts as an RTK base station to collect space weather data. In addition to that, this serves as the miner itself, so you can consider it the heart of your entire setup. Now, in addition to that, you also do get this multi-frequency high-precision survey antenna, which you should mount in an open space where it has a clear view of the sky. Now, the instructions do say that you should have at least a 10-degree angle in all directions, but the minimum requirement is to at least be able to see the sky itself. And then, of course, you do also get this long weatherproof antenna cable to connect the antenna to the base station. Lastly, you do also get mounting hardware and another antenna to connect to the base station, as well as a long steel rod for securing and mounting the multi-frequency survey antenna to your roof or wherever you decide to place this to get the best exposure. Now, all of the Geodnet hardware is made from high-quality plastic and metal. In fact, the casing of the base station itself is made of durable metal, which not only looks premium, but also helps with heat dissipation. In addition to that, the antenna itself is made completely of plastic, but a very high-quality plastic. Now, when it comes to assembly, setting up these miners is relatively straightforward, and it requires you to connect everything to the base station itself. Now, starting with the base station, you'll first need to remove the red cap from the Wi-Fi BT connector and attach the smaller antenna to the base station. And then once that's done, next is setting up the antenna itself. You'll want to turn the antenna over and remove the plastic cap covering the cable connector, and then attach the large connector on the cable to the antenna. After that, you'll want to take the smaller connector on the cable and connect it to the GNSS Plus port on the back of the base station. And then last but not least, you'll want to power the base station by connecting the USB-C power adapter to the USB-C port on the front of the miner and plug it into a power source. Now, in this case, you will need to provide your own USB adapter plug because the kit does not come with one. Now, it is recommended to use the steel rod that comes with the packaging to mount the satellite antenna. Now, for this first part of the installation, the included brackets are a nice touch, and they do allow you to easily adjust the positioning of the antenna with an easy to tighten and untighten clamp. Now, once everything is connected, you can turn on the base station using the red switch on the front of the device, and the green light should start flashing. Now, once you see that flashing green light, it means that everything is ready for setup. So using either your phone or computer, you'll need to connect to your base station's hotspot, which will either have a name starting with MGW200 or Mobile CM. Once you connect to that hotspot, you will be asked for a password, which is the serial number that's located on the bottom of your base station. Now, one thing to note is that it might also have come as an extra sticker in the box, which you can use as an extra backup sticker with your information on it. Now, once you are connected to the base station hotspot, you will either get a pop-up with a setup screen asking for your Wi-Fi network credentials, or you'll need to open a browser and go to the IP address 192.168.4.1, which will bring up that login screen. Now, at the prompt, you will need to enter your Wi-Fi SSID name and your Wi-Fi's password. Make sure you are connecting to a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi and not a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi connection. And then for the last entry, for the miner key, you can just enter that serial number again that is located on the bottom of your base station. Now, once you've entered all that information, go ahead and click on Save. And at some point, the green light on the miner will turn solid green. Now, if it doesn't, just go ahead and repeat this step again until it does. Now, once you are connected to your Wi-Fi or network and the light is solid green, you will need to identify your Geodnet hardware's IP address, which you can find by logging into your personal Wi-Fi router. Now, this will probably be different for everyone, but what you'll want to do is you'll want to look for a connected device with the name Espressif, which is the name of your Geodnet base station. Make sure to note down the IP address assigned to that device, and then once you do, now keep in mind that your IP address should start with a 192.168.something.something. Now, once you've noted down your IP address, to continue to set up the miner, Open up a browser and type in the IP address you just noted down, and a web UI login page will come up. Again, you'll need to enter your base station serial number and log in. Now once you are logged in, if your hardware status says transmitting, then you are connected and you're almost done with the setup. The next thing you need to do is click Settings to expand the drop-down, and then click on Miner. In the page that pops up, you will need to enter the miner key and the admin password, which should both be, once again, your serial number on the bottom of your base station. If you're worried about security, you can actually change that admin password later if you'd like. Once that's done, click Save and you should be good to go. Now, the next step involves setting up your Geodnet account, which, if you haven't done so, will require you to go to console.geodnet.com, where you'll need to either log in or sign up if you don't already have an account. Now, once you've set up your console account, you'll need to log in and click the Mine button on the center of the page. Now, on the page that pops up, you will want to add a miner. Once you click on that Add a Miner button, you will get a pop-up asking for your miner's credentials, and once again, you'll need to enter your miner serial number, which again is the serial number at the bottom of your base station. Now for nickname, just enter anything that helps you identify your miner and something that's easy to remember. And then for the miner key, enter once again the miner serial number and click Save. Now once you're done with all of that, your miner should appear in the miner list. Now if you do click on the miner itself, it should show you your miner status and a summary of your operating information. Now if you also click on Map, it will show you a global map and details for the entire Geodnet network. Now on that map page, if you do click on the My Miner button, you can actually see the details for your specific miner, which, if it's not showing the information, could take up to 24 hours to populate. Now once that is done, you will also need to add your token wallet to your account, which you can set up through MetaMask. Now to set up your wallet in MetaMask, you'll need to add a network, selecting the Polygon mainnet, and enter the following details to create your wallet. Now I'll freeze the screen and let you have a few minutes to copy this information down. Okay, so once that's done, your wallet should be created, and you just need to copy that wallet address into your Geodnet console settings, and you should be good to go. Now, if all things are set up correctly, you should start seeing earnings in the next day or two. Now, as of this recording, I don't have those details yet, and I don't have any kind of earnings, since I too just set up my miner. However, expected earnings currently should be around $9 per day if you do have an optimized setup, which is actually really good and one of the higher, more efficient daily payouts that I've seen lately. Now you also got to remember that this network and token is in its infancy and continuing to grow. So getting in early means that your earnings have the potential to appreciate and grow over time as more people join and grow this network. So get in as soon as you can. Anyways, that's the long and detailed walkthrough of the setup process itself. Now let's really quickly talk about the features and the specifications for the hardware. Geodnet does use the proof of activity and proof of stake consensus protocol. The device itself is equipped with a high performance ARM processor so that you know it can process a lot of information. And of course it's got connectivity through Wi-Fi, which minimizes the number of wires that you need to run. And then best of all, it's a low power consumption device that's ideal for continuous operation. And then, of course, it does also have a lightweight design, which is always great. Now, when it comes to how much money you can earn, the earnings from these miners depends on several factors, including network coverage, location, and the number of devices in your area. Now, on average, users can expect a decent return on investment within a few months. And because of its low upkeep and power consumption, there is a lot of earning potential, especially if you get in early. Now, from a maintenance and support perspective, maintenance is very minimal, and you should regularly check just the antenna connection and ensure the miner is dust-free. And that's really it. And if you do ever need support, HeliumDeploy does offer excellent customer support, and they also have a website that has extensive FAQs, resources, and a customer service team that is super responsive and helpful. Okay, so going into my final thoughts on this GeoNet mining hardware. Now I've only started, but overall the setup was easy and the earnings I think have great potential. In fact, this GeoNet hardware is an excellent choice for anyone looking to get into crypto mining at a low cost. It offers high performance, efficiency, and a reliable return of investment. And if you're considering adding a new miner to your setup or even starting fresh, this miner is definitely worth checking out. You'll definitely want to make sure you check out HeliumDeploy.com for the upcoming drop, where they'll be selling a very limited number of these units, and make sure to grab one before they are sold out. And then for an even better deal, make sure that you use my link and code in the description section below to get an additional $25 off your order. That is an amazing price for something that I think is going to continue to grow and offer up a good passive income. Anyways, if you found this review and information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more tech reviews and updates. One thing to note, I'm also slowly moving a lot of my unboxing content to my new unboxing channel. So please also use the links below in the description section to check out and subscribe to that channel. The content on this channel will eventually focus more on home DIY and hydroponics gardening related content. So do make sure you please check out the other channel where I can also use your support. Please also feel free to drop any questions or comments below, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on these miners and really just any other questions that you might have. Anyways, thanks for watching and happy mining.